What's up, everybody? What's up? This is your friend Jeremy. How you guys all doing? I know it's not a 3-minute video, but it's a video. And I know I haven't really posted a 3-minute video in probably about 2 days. Well, Friday we posted, and you guys seen it was raining. Saturday, I couldn't really post anything because, well, it was raining like cats and dogs, but we did upload a Minecraft video and we did upload a GTA video. Now, I did try to upload a GTA video with everybody. Myself, my wife, my sister-in-law, and our 2 friends. But there was a corruption somewhere between the PlayStation or through YouTube itself. It said the video failed. Then I tried it this morning and it failed, and I haven't been on since. This morning I went for a scooter ride. I tried to make a video, and the video didn't come out perfectly how I wanted it, because how I had the camera hooked up to my mirror, and all you did is get this. It just shook. And I don't want that in the video. And now it's raining. I was going to try to make another video where I was going to put the video inside my pocket, but the ground's too wet. I didn't know it was raining. So, yeah. So, that's how that all goes. But I hope everybody's having a wonderful day. But Saturday and up to today, I've been having these hard headaches. It's 5:51, and it's a Sunday, and it's March 15th. Wow. I didn't even know today was the 15th. I thought that was tomorrow. Wow. Let's relax for a second and think about that. I don't know if you guys knew me 16 years ago. I don't know if I had a YouTube channel yet. Better yet, a PlayStation account. I might have had... No. I don't even think I had a Microsoft account. I was in the media, but I don't think I was uploading, not even with my original name on YouTube. I might have had YouTube, I think, maybe, but I'm not for sure. March 15th, roughly around 2 a.m., Washington State's time. 5 o'clock a.m. Michigan's time. Me and my wife were in Michigan. And at 2 o'clock in the morning, me and my brother get a phone call from his ex-wife that her dog died and she wanted it out of the basement, because that's where the dog died. And so we did that, and then roughly we got there around 5 o'clock Michigan's time. Then I get a phone call of my wife's dad, stepmother calls and says, "Where's Dee Dee? I need to talk to Dee Dee." I said, "Well, call her." She's not answering. I'm like, well, that's one reason why she ain't answering. It's 5 o'clock in the morning. And it's only 2 o'clock there. And I'm like, one second, how did you get my phone number? This number's supposed to be private. And she goes, well, the girls gave it to me. I'm like, who? And she said, Stephanie. I'm like, oh, because we haven't heard from Stephanie in about a day or two. I'm in Michigan. What's going on? She goes, are you sitting down? I said, what does that matter? She goes, well, we just lost your wife's father. I'm like, you lost, as in, did he pass away? She goes, yes. I go, who's, anybody there with him? And they said, yeah, Marie's with him. And that'd be my wife's mother. I'm like, I'm like, well, I'll call you back. And I never called her back. I call Stephanie. What do you know? Nobody picks up the phone. I'm like, oh my God. And I call the house because I don't know Christina's number. I call the house. Nobody's picking up. Finding out Stephanie is with her, well, at the time, her friend. I don't know about today. She was at her friend Jessica's house. And they were sleeping. Like I said, it's 2 o'clock in the morning there. But Stephanie gave, I guess, their grandma, I guess that's who you call her, my number, so it couldn't be that much longer than that. I couldn't get, then I was like, see myself, what hospital would he be at? I tried to call Marie, my mother-in-law, my wife's mother, and the two girls' mother, Stephanie and Christina's. She wouldn't, her phone didn't answer, and her Facebook, and she wasn't online. Finding out her phone died, and she didn't and she forgot to take her charger with her. I called the hospital because there was only two places I could really call. It was going to be at St. Peter's or the Capitol. And that's in the state of Washington. I called Capitol first and I said, yeah, do you have a patient, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, nope. We know who he is, but he's not at this hospital. And then I call St. Peter's. And I go, yeah, do you got this patient? Yeah, we do, but he's no longer with us. I go, yeah, I just got a phone call about half an hour ago. I'm in Michigan. Find out that Robert just passed away. By chance, can I talk to his wife, Marie? And the lady's like, yeah, let me see if I can transfer you to one of his nurses and see if she's in his room or whatever, blah, blah, blah. By then, I'm like, I'm not home yet. And I talked to Marie, and she told me the bad news, blah, blah, blah. And I go, by chance, have you talked to Dee Dee? She goes, yeah, I just got off the phone with her. But my phone's dead. I'm like, so you have your phone, but you had no charger. She goes, correct. And I'm like, well, do you know if that hospital sells chargers for your phone? She goes, I don't know. I'm like, well, find out and call me back. Here's my phone number. She says, yes. And I said, well, is there a Western Union around there? And she said, yeah. And I said, well, do you got transportation? She said, no, because she went in with him in the ambulance. And I said, what day did he go to the hospital? And she told me the 12th. I guess he had a stroke. Me and my wife been gone for over a month. We left right before Valentine's Day, like the 12th of February. We weren't going back to we weren't going to go back. Not for after our anniversary in June. But we ended up going back and all that. We took the next, on the 16th, we went back on the Greyhound bus. And we had to do all the stuff for her father to get cremated and all this stuff. And today would mark 16 years since my father-in-law has passed away from a stroke. Yeah, he had a pacemaker and all that. I guess the pacemaker went off 14 times on the 12th. And he wasn't acting normal, so his wife called the ambulance and they went in. They kept him alive for a few days, and they were getting ready to put on the 16th he was going to get a stent put in. But he just didn't make it through the night. And that morning, being the 15th, like I said, roughly around 2 o'clock in the morning, Washington State's time, 5 o'clock in the morning, Michigan's time, he passed on. And it's just weird that my sister-in-law's dog died hours before that. 2 o'clock in the morning, our time. Her dad dies at 2 o'clock in the morning, Washington State's time. And my sister-in-law's dog died at 2 o'clock in the morning, Michigan's time. It's just outrageous. I just can't believe how this world works. So yeah, that's today. I wasn't really going to bring it up because some people are going to hear the message and they're outright going to pass and cry. And I know that's what's going to happen. Even people who we don't even talk to anymore, they're going to see this. And I'm just going to say this. Remember the good and not the bad. Robert was a good man. Everybody has their ups and downs, and you can forgive. I'll forgive him. It took me many years to forgive him. Even after he passed away. It took me a long time to forgive him. But that's okay. Just like we forgive other things in life. Forgiving people is hard. Especially when they hurt you. Mentally. Not physically. He never hurt us physically. He's never harmed us. It's just the words what used to come out of his mouth. That's what hurt. That's another reason why me and my wife, we left. It took them hours and hours and hours of begging us to go back. And I was telling my wife, we can't do that. We can go down there and do this and do this and do that. But and we weren't even going to stay long. I said after the funeral and all this stuff, after we get the remains of his ashes, we can go from there. But then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, other things start going on. But that has nothing to do with this video. This video would just go on and on and on. Literally, I can tell you 3 months of videos like in 10 minutes. We're not going to do that. This is about Robert and Robert only. If I could talk to Robert today, what would I say to Robert? Just one word. Well, it's multiple words, but in one thing. It's okay. It's okay for it's okay for your mistakes. We forgive you. I'm not talking for her. I'm not talking for them. I'm talking for myself. I forgive you. I know for a fact they do too. Don't put yourself down thinking that you're a bad father. You wasn't. You wasn't. You were just trying to be the bigger man because your first daughter found a boyfriend who treats her with respect. And you were trying to be the bigger man by telling stories. And that's okay. I forgive you. I accept your apologies. Wherever you are in this world, I believe in both. I believe in heaven. I believe in hell. Hell. I don't even want to talk about hell. I really don't. And I'm probably going to get penalized for saying the word hell on YouTube. But hell is in the dictionary. Hell is a city in Michigan. So I'm not using hell as a bad word. I'm using hell as more like a death penalty. He wasn't a bad guy. It was just words. He would never hurt them kids. And if he did hurt them kids, consequences would have happened to him. Trust me. And it wasn't us had to take care of that. I never had to look over my wife's shoulder and think she wasn't safe. She's big enough to know about her. She knows when to tell them, Dad, you're drunk. Or vice versa. She knew when to say no. She knew when to walk away. Just like other things what's happening in this world. My wife knew when that time was up, we packed up and left. We did that with her father, and we did that with somebody else. If you guys want to hear a life story about the past, I'd love to make you guys a video if you guys are willing to sit down and watch it. And if you guys got a past just like that, I would expect you to comment your darkness secrets in a way that it's not going to hurt you mentally. But if you have a story like your father passing away, your mother passing away, you guys just want to sit down and just comment how you guys feeling. Maybe we can do a live stream one day and talk about how everybody's feeling about death. Are you scared for the death? Are you scared of death? I'd love to know. I'd love to get to know all you folks. For real. To then, I just want to say this. We miss you, Robert. I know them 3 girls miss you. My wife, Christina, Stephanie. Stephanie has 2 children now. Stephanie's been married twice, been divorced twice. And I think it's because she don't have a father figure. I did not want to take the role of being a father to my 2 sister-in-laws. Her mother's dying wish was for me and my wife, her daughter, and me, her son-in-law, to take care of them 3 kids, 3 girls, or 2 girls. And I couldn't do that. We put me and my wife took them in, made sure they had a place to stay, made sure the bills were paid, and electricity was paid, and there was food on the table. We paid rent, and we paid taxes, and we did our part. But physically taking care of them girls wasn't happening. So as I made sure there was food on the table, and there was somewhere for them to sleep, and there was firewood for the winter time, and there was fans in there in the summer. And that's all I can really do. But for real, folks, if you guys ever want to talk, this is real me. A real story. You guys enjoyed longer videos, I know you guys have, but there's got to be a meaning to videos. For me to make a video like this, there's got to be a meaning. Today was a meaning. I cannot wait till I get myself a camera so we can do some scooter rides just like we do with the car with the phone. Still trying to figure out a way for all this to go down for the scooter. Give me a charging system so I can charge my phone. And I need to get a phone, I need to get me a new upgraded GPS. I could use my phone, but then if it's not a satellite phone, it's going to lose reception in GPS, I think. I don't know. I need to get myself a new GPS. And when I do that, I got to figure out where to mount that thing on that scooter. Plus, be able to charge it. Plus, where I'm going to mount my phone and be able to charge that. Since now, I got Bluetooth on my helmet. I can maybe make videos with and talk to my wife while I'm driving, or even do live streams or something. But again, the phone's gonna go like this, or the tripod I use is gonna be good. But then I want to find me a camera I can mount to my helmet or mount to the scooter, and I can use the Bluetooth off the camera, and I can make you videos. But I don't know. We'll see. Again, I've been asking for help, but nobody's got a hold of me. I want to get parts for the scooter. I want to get some luggage racks, a trunk, trailer, ball, plus hook up and pull a little trailer. But nobody's got a hold of me. I don't know if YouTube's not pushing my videos out, but I will be making a community post with some information. I'll talk to you guys later. I'm gonna go lay down. My head's hurting. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Like, comment, share, and subscribe.